thank you for joining us for a public hearing on long-term borrowing. Today is February 25th, 2025. And I'd like to call this meeting to order and start it off with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So we're here tonight to discuss long-term borrowing, which is obviously on the warrant article for the purchase of the land outlined in Article 2. And Robin is going to bring up a picture of it.
I'm trying to find the best one.
Trying to find the best picture of it so we can depict it. So on the face of it, it looks like we're going out to get a loan of sorts, and that's not what's really happening. The person that holds this land will hold the note for us. It'll be 0% interest on the loan itself. It'll be up to $500,000, with $100,000 is the first payment, and then $50,000 each additional year. That's the biggest we could get it.
I'm gonna get you a better one. Can you
Okay.
just give me 1 second, okay?
Again, zero interest in all of it. In the vote is really to allow us into negotiations, but to give us some parameters to work around while we're in negotiations. There will be 0%, I can promise that. It will not be more than $500,000, I can promise that, and the payments will be $50,000 a year. The amount could possibly change, could be less, it's not gonna be more, it cannot be more than $500,000. And the purpose of this is for the future of this town, and that's why the board wanted to put this forward to all the voters, because we recognize it for what it was, and we think it's a perfect opportunity for us to secure the future of the town. That's a better picture, Robin. I can
Yeah,
do it.
no, doing the best I can.
As you can see from the picture, the land is directly next to where our fire station, police station, and our highway department operates out of. It's got frontage on 108, it's got frontage on Merrimack Road. It's 7.75, 7.4?
774.
7 acres.
7, 8.
So it's a good piece of property, and it will serve the town of Newton well. So, and there's 3/5 of a ballot vote required, so that means we need a majority of everybody to come out in force and vote for this so we can secure this piece of property. With that being said, again, this is just the public hearing on it. It gives the chance for residents to speak up and ask questions about it. And I'll open it up to that. If anybody has anything they want to ask or say, they're more than welcome to go up to the podium and. I'm sorry, because we have to. If you gotta go up to the.
Give him a microphone.
There's houses, are there houses taken out on the?
The houses are taken out on the map.
Okay.
So where it's kind of square on the left bottom side, where it's squared off, those are somebody else's property, right? So the top, very top left is 108. There's no house there.
Yeah.
That's just, there's woods there, okay? And then the bottom half, there's no house there either. There's a driveway there. So there's definitely houses in the other part though.
Right, so where you see the part touching 108, there would be access there, coming in that way, and then there's also the road that's already in place off of Merrimack Road, which goes in and goes behind the Butler Building. And the idea is, like we talked about, that feasibly at some point, we could put a new library, a new town hall there, and also have a town gathering area there, so that we,
Town green,
Right.
something like that.
so that we could start holding Old Home Day there instead of behind the school, and hold other functions on that property.
Anybody else have any questions? I'm looking at you because I'm guessing you might have a question, which is fine. They're good questions. They're good questions. I welcome it.
Okay, so you noticed RSA 32.5 for this meeting, which is preparation of budgets.
Yep.
So is there something that's gonna change in the budget? Are you adding something to the budget or?
No, it's just, this is a legal thing that we have to do for long-term borrowing to allow people to speak. I know the reference is for that, for RSA 32. 32.5. I don't have it in front of me to read it to try to,
It says bonds issued excess for $100,000, so I don't know if that's something you missed putting in the warrant to start with, so you
No, I believe it's only because it would end up encumbering into the budget if it gets approved by the voters. That's why they,
right, because it
Put
will
it
be
that
included
way.
in our budget after.
After the
If it gets
vote.
voted in, it'll be included, the $50,000 per year will be included into the next 8 years' worth of budgets, right? So the selectmen can't enter into long-term borrowing without the people having their chance to speak about it and to vote on it at a town meeting. Not this town meeting, the voting meeting, right? So that's the reason why we had to probably reference that warrant article. Legal, huh? Yeah,
it's about notifying you different time slots and all that.
yeah, oh, yep, there's lots of stuff, lots of different jargon that I don't understand all of it, and that's why we had contacted legal, and they're the ones who put that together for us, so.
And then as far as the nice map, is that how the lot looks now, or?
Yes.
Is the lot line adjustments, that's how?
Nope, that's how it looks right now. So the lot line adjustments, they're all done. They're not recorded and live yet. They won't be until April. So everything has already been adjusted to that, what that map looks like.
so they've already come before the planning board, and he's already requested that, and it was approved.
So it's all been done and approved. It's just the lot lines, when I talk to the assessor, won't get updated until April.
And that's because of just the way they do it at the registry. When everything gets updated, it gets done at a certain point, and then you're able to look up at it. Even though that they've already received the paperwork, it's a little, the horse is in front of the cart type of thing.
Right, so I think it's a good idea to purchase that, as long as the town has other chances to input on like what could be built there or done with it.
That's down the road.
down the
and
road.
Absolutely. I don't think,
Yeah.
I don't think this
We're not
current
there
board,
yet.
we can't speak
We're
for,
not there yet.
can't speak for future boards, right? But like, in my opinion, that's,
It'll be a process.
it'll be a process, there'll be
First step,
committees, there'll be all sorts of things to have input on what it should look like and what the town wants, right? Because we're not gonna build anything the town doesn't want,
And when
so.
the time comes, we'll put it out there if you want to join the committee.
It's all right. I know just the guy that's gonna head up that committee too. so.
Hanjo,
Does anybody else have any other questions?
Good.
No hands on Zoom.
7:10, 5:10.
so we need the word to get out. We need number 6 to
3
pass, ladies.
or 6? It is 6.
Yes, on 6, if we want to have this.
If we want to purchase that property. So that's the war cry, yes on 6.
If anybody has, if you encounter anyone who has any questions, they're welcome to
Yep.
reach out to any of us.
Yep, absolutely. All right,
Yeah, they can call Town Hall, and Mr. Guide will be more than happy to.
that is accurate. What's
What's
that?
Could we put little signs on?
We could, we didn't have any made, but we could,
I mean, just a person.
oh,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. If no one else has anything,
Motion to adjourn.
No, we got other stuff.
it's not motion to adjourn, I'm gonna close the public hearing.
We need to go in a non-public.
And no, we have a couple of things to go over first during a regular meeting. We have approvals to go over and the MOU. We're gonna
Do
go
the
over.
approvals?
Can I just go, sorry.
You absolutely can. Just go ahead. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so how are we
we gonna get people to know that this is even happening? Will it be in the newspaper? This is gonna be on the channel.
This will be on the channel. It's in the warrant articles. I've posted it on Facebook.
It's on our town website.
It's on the town website. It'll be in the voter's guide that's going out probably, I have to approve it, and then it's gonna go out within the next day or so. It'll be approved, and that'll be mailed out to everybody.
Okay, good.
The voter's guide will go out to everybody.
You to spread the word,
Well, Lord bless.
We appreciate it.
and we appreciate that.
Yeah, because, I mean, we need, we want a library that all kids.
I 100%,
And the thing is,
I agree.
and the thing is, we have to look out for the future of the town as well, so this is part of the future of the town.
There's a lot of young people, and we're doing all kinds of stuff to get the young people into the library.
We wouldn't be doing our job if we weren't looking out for the future of the town down the road, so. And an opportunity like this will not come up.
It should be all in the same place with the fire department.
I agree. I like to have it all together.
It shouldn't be 4 houses.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Excellent, okay. move
All
on.
levels, so everybody can get around.
Yes.
I understand.
If you think of the future, we can have, we can have maybe something once a month, for the elderly.
I think it's not in my future.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Don't talk.
Please, think of the other way.
Right now, kids with disabilities can't get upstairs.
No, I know. I do know.
And that's just
So that leaves out a
And we have one heck of a children's librarian. She is so good. And she knows all those kids that come in first name basis. She knows what they like to read. I mean, there's so many things going for us.
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
For all these people that are on TV land, I want to repeat what is happening in the audience, because you don't hear this conversation. And the people, the thousands of people that we have in the audience, one of the things that they want to put forward is we're having a serious problem with some of our current town buildings. One of them specifically is the library. And as the ladies have pointed out, we have children with disabilities that can't get in, we have programs, even we have handicap access issues. It's a huge, it's a wonderful, it's a building with a wonderful energy with the people that are trying so hard to get it out there to the community. But we really need you to vote on Article 6, yes, because without that, we probably can't go forward with something like this. We've got an opportunity that will probably pass us by if we don't seize it. And that library is a huge issue. This town hall, someday down the road, is probably gonna sink into the ground.
It's already
Our
sinking.
tax collector's floor is slanted. I mean, down the road, we are gonna need that facility, but it's so important for everybody out there to understand. We've been talking about our buildings for quite a while now. We've had building committees, we've done history, research on all our various buildings, starting way back with the PD on Amesbury Road, which is why we realized that had to go. And we've turned into this wonderful little complex that now we just need the rest of our town buildings. So again, what the ladies are trying to point out is our library definitely needs you to look at this warrant article and vote yes.
Not to mention that that building that is now the library was not designed and built to be able to hold all that weight of all those books and everything else that's being stored inside there. So it's only a matter of time before something starts to give.
Okay.
Suggest if you ladies would like to organize some type of a community thing where people can come in and ask questions about it,
But I did,
be my guest.
I'm the president, so we'll see.
Okay, sounds good.
She'll give us our merchant.
All right. We got so we all saw the MOU for emergency services from the town of Plastow.
So I'm going to make a motion to allow Dan to sign the MOU on behalf of the board for the town.
Second.
Motion made by Bob, seconded by Joe. All those in favor?
Aye.
That's unanimous. Thank you, guys. I'll get that signed right away. next, let's handle the approvals.
Real quick, just why don't you tell everybody what the MUO is, just so that they're aware?
Everybody. The MOU is essentially replacing what Exeter had, which was the ALS service. It's a Tahoe with 2 paramedics in it that pretty much go where they're needed. The service won't take away from anything that we provide, it's only going to add to it. The MOU is something that Plastow had put together, and they're covering a couple other towns, but it's at 0 cost to the town for them to provide this for the year. The MOU is only for a year, and then we'll discuss it going forward.
Right, so Plastow received a bunch of donations, that's why they were able to put this into play as far as that goes. And the thing is, our ambulance service will be the primary service to what is being implemented. The MOU from Plastow will then become Newton's backup. So if our services are out and about and another call comes in and we need somebody to respond, Plastow will be making that response, which then will improve our response time for the residents of this town.
Pending budget approval.
Yeah, pending the passage of the budget.
Right.
Okay, approvals?
I move to approve a payroll manifest in the amount of $66,968.53 for period of February 9th to 22nd, 2025, with a pay date of February 27th, 2025.
Second.
Motion made by Joe, seconded by Joe. All those in favor?
Aye.
That's unanimous.
I move to approve and accept the public meeting minutes dated January 27th, 2025, as written.
Second.
Motion made by Joe, seconded by Joe. All those in favor?
Aye.
That's unanimous.
I move to approve and accept the non-public meeting minutes dated January 27th, 2025, as written.
Second.
Motion made by Joe, seconded by Joe. All those in favor?
Aye. I move to approve and accept the public meeting minutes dated February 4th, 2025, as written.
Second.
Motion made by Joe, seconded by Joe. All those in favor?
Aye.
That's unanimous. Now I'll accept a motion to go into non-public.
Make a
the
motion to
number?
go into, the non-public under 91A.
I didn't know you were going into non-public.
Yeah, I need to. Those 2 things that I said.
Oh, okay, so
Hold on a second.
I thought that was for next meeting.
No.
So reputation would be 1,
B.
That's C.
and B would be hiring, right?
So B and C, I
Yep.
believe.
Okay. Roll call vote, or who seconds?
I'll second it.
Okay, thanks. Motion made by Bob, seconded by Joe. Bob?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
And I'm an aye. That's unanimous. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies, for coming. Let's get that word out, right? Okay.